Now batting, number 11, the center fielder. Now batting, number 25, the catcher.
Strike.
Now batting, number 17, the third baseman. Now batting, number 22, the center fielder.
Pitch is outside. Right. Steer right. Inside. That pitch is too low. Strike 3, you're out.
Now batting, number 17, the right fielder.
Nope, that's inside. Steer right. Foul ball. Inside off the plate.
Now batting, number 39, the shortstop.
Low. Foul. Out.
Now batting, number 43, the third baseman. Now batting, number 12, the second baseman.
Foul ball. Outside. Inside. Take your base.
Now batting, number 27, the first baseman.
Too high. Safe.
Now batting, number 7, the right fielder.
Strike. Inside off the plate. Out.
Now batting, number 34, the left fielder.
Strike. Foul ball. Strike 3. You're out.
Now batting, number 14, the left fielder.
Foul. Foul.
Now batting, number 11, the first baseman.
Foul ball. Out.
Now batting, number 9, the catcher.
Steer right. Strike 3, you're out.
Now batting, number 60, the shortstop.
Foul ball. High. Out.
Now batting, number 26, the pitcher.
Strike. That pitch is inside. Strike. Strike 3, you're out.
Now batting, number 11, the center fielder. Now batting, number 25, the catcher.
Strike. You're out.
Now batting, number 20, the second baseman. Now batting, number 25, the pitcher.
Outside. Out.
Now batting, number 22, the center fielder.
Foul ball.
Now batting, number 17, the right fielder. Now batting, number 39, the shortstop.
Nope. Inside. Strike. Air ball.
Now batting, number 43, the third baseman.
High. Steer right. You're out.
Now batting, number 14, the left fielder.
That pitch is too low. Out.
Now batting, number 17, the third baseman.
Strike. Strike. Too high.
Now batting, number 12, the second baseman.
You're out.
Now batting, number 27, the first baseman. Now batting, number 11, the first baseman. Now batting, number 9, the catcher.
Inside, off the plate. Out. Nope. Nope.
Now batting, number 20, the second baseman.
Inside, off the plate. Low. High. Foul ball.
Now batting, number 7, the right fielder.
Foul ball. Strike.
Now batting, number 34, the left fielder.
Too high. Foul ball. Steer right. Foul. Out.
Now batting, number 60, the shortstop.
Nope. Outside. High.
Now batting, number 26, the pitcher.
Foul ball. Steer right. Out.
Now batting, number 25, the pitcher.
You're out.
Now batting, number 22, the center fielder.
Foul ball. Too high.
Now batting, number 17, the right fielder.
Foul ball. That pitch is too low. High.
for short.
Inside, off the plate. Foul. Strike. High. Foul ball.
District attorney will ask a grand jury to consider charges against two white men who chased and killed a black man who was not armed. More than 100 people protested in Brunswick, Georgia last night after a video emerged showing the shooting death of 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery. More than 2 months ago is when the shooting happened. The two other men say it was self-defense. Omar Villafranca has the video, and we have to warn you ahead of time, it is disturbing.
This cell phone video captures the final moments of Ahmaud Arbery's life while he was jogging through his Brunswick, Georgia neighborhood. The witness is recording the moment Arbery was confronted by Gregory McMichael and his son Travis, who shot Arbery twice with a shotgun.
Number 14.
What do you hope this video proves?
Proves that my son was not committing a crime. He was out for his daily jog and he was hunted down like an animal and killed.
Arbery's mother, Wanda Cooper Jones, says she has not seen the video because it is just too painful to watch. Is it something you plan to watch?
Number 11.
It's going to take some
The
time.
center fielder.
It won't be today or tomorrow. It may not be months.
The graphic video shows Travis McMichael, who appears to be standing outside the parked truck, and Arbery struggling over what looks to be a shotgun. Gunshots can be heard on the video within a few moments of each other. Arbery is seen trying to run away before falling to the ground. According to the police report, Gregory McMichael told investigators he thought Arbery was a burglary suspect and ordered him to stop. McMichael then said Arbery violently attacked his son Travis. The prosecutor, who previously had the case, says Travis acted out of self-defense and within the scope of Georgia's citizen arrest statute. Marcus Arbery says his son was not a criminal, he was just out for his usual jog around his own neighborhood.
Because he loved to stay in shape. He stayed discreet over from when he got killed.
Greg McMichael is a former law enforcement officer who used to work for the local DA. Due to conflicts of interest, the case is now on its third prosecutor, who says he will convene a grand jury once the coronavirus pandemic is over. Lee Merritt is one of the attorneys who represents Arbery's family.
After seeing this
12,
video,
the
law enforcement
second
has no other choice. They need to go out and make an arrest today.
Fellow Arbery family attorney Ben Crump says this shooting bears some similarities to another one of his cases from 2012, Trayvon Martin.
This killing was completely unnecessary and unjustified. And like so many people advocated in Trayvon Martin's case, people should not try to take the law into their own hands.
It's worth noting a Florida
Number
jury acquitted
27,
Trayvon Martin's
the first baseman.
killer, George Zimmerman, of murder. And Florida's laws are different than Georgia's laws. Now, we reached out to the McMichael family. They did not want to talk. Also, the FBI says they are aware of the case and they have been briefed. Gail?
Now batting.
Omar,
number
once again, the
11,
video tells a
first
very
baseman.
different story from the story that we were told initially. Very glad that the video exists. Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us. There's new evidence tonight that no one, not even the president, is safe from coronavirus. The White House now confirms one of President Trump's personal valets has tested positive for COVID-19. CBS News has learned the valet, a member of the Navy assigned to
Now
work at the
batting,
White House,
number 9,
served the president
the
his meals. And while officials say the president has tested negative, the exposure is raising questions about whether the commander-in-chief should be required to follow his own administration's guidelines and quarantine for 2 weeks. The president's valet is now among more than 1.2 million confirmed cases here in the U.S. More than 75,000 have died nationwide in the past 2 months. And as we come on the air tonight, there is yet another sobering number that illustrates the toll of the virus. 3.2 million more Americans filed for unemployment in the last week, pushing
Now
the
batting,
total number
number
out of
7,
work since
the
the
right
crisis
fielder.
began to 33.5 million. The unemployment rate, which is due out tomorrow, has not been this high since the
Now
Great
batting,
Depression.
number
Tonight, this
33,
graph showing weekly
the
jobless
left
claims
fielder.
over the last 15 years really says it all. There's a lot to get to, and our correspondents are covering it. CBS's Ben Tracy is going to lead us off tonight from the White House, and then the president calls this the invisible enemy, and now it's invaded the White House.
It sure has. These White House valets are members of the military, and they do all sorts of things here at the White House, including laying out the president's clothes. We've learned this particular valet was close enough to serve the president meals. The president, a self-described germaphobe, said it was a little bit strange to find out one of his White House valets tested positive for coronavirus.
I've had very little personal contact with this gentleman. Know who he is, good person, but I've had very little contact.
CBS News has learned the valet started feeling sick on Tuesday and tested positive on Wednesday. Valets, who have not always been wearing masks, are typically assigned to the White House while some travel with the president. But President Trump and Vice President Pence are now being tested every day instead of just once per week.
In fact, I had one yesterday and I had one today, and it's negative. Mike just had a test and it's negative.
But if the president and the valet came within 6 feet of each other, the president should quarantine, according to CBS News contributor Dr. David Agus.
What we're worried about is that valet,
number 22,
when they're breathing
the
or
center
talking,
fielder,
can actually expel droplets. Those droplets can stay in the air for a period of time, and the president could have inhaled them.
CBS News has learned that the White House rejected a Centers for Disease Control document detailing how states can safely reopen everything from parks and restaurants to daycares and churches. The White House found the guidelines overly specific, and the president wants those decisions made by state and local officials. But Democrats say it's dangerous for the White House to encourage states to reopen without a plan for nationwide coronavirus testing.
And right now, it's killing 70,000 Americans. He still refuses to stand for a national testing plan because he worries that it might make him look bad.
Now, doctors say there can be a lag time between when you are exposed to the virus and when you would test positive on a test for it. And in that time, you can be infectious. Despite that, President Trump is not
Extraordinary development there, Ben. Thank you.
One of the rules of journalism is don't become part of the story. But instead of covering the pandemic, I was one of the more than 1 million Americans who did become part of it. I wasn't alone from this broadcast. One COVID-positive 60 Minutes co-worker had almost no symptoms, while others had almost every symptom you can imagine. Each case is different. After 2 weeks at home in bed, weak, fighting pneumonia, and really scared, I went to the hospital. I found an overworked, nearly overwhelmed staff. Every one of them was kind and sympathetic, gentle and caring from the moment I arrived until the moment days later when I was wheeled out through a gauntlet of cheering medical workers. In the face of so much death, they celebrate their triumphs. This valiant army in scrubs and masks were not just doing a job. They were fulfilling a mission, answering the call. Thanks to them, like so many other patients, I am well now. Tonight, we owe them our gratitude, our admiration, and in some cases, our lives. I'm Leslie Stahl. We'll be back next week with another edition of 60 Minutes.
The economy, just to put in perspective how fast it's fallen. In February, the unemployment rate was at 3.5%. That's a 50-year low. Tomorrow's report will go anywhere from 15 to 20%. CBS's Mark Strassman reports tonight from Atlanta.
Out of work, out of food. In Massachusetts, the National Guard handed out 8,600 gallons of milk. 1 in 5 households report they don't have enough to eat. Many of them also starve for hope.
It's been hectic. My bills, I'm behind on my bills.
Number 9, the captain.
LaBria Chandler hasn't hit bottom, but she can see it in Athens, Georgia.
Out here alone, I have nothing. Nothing but myself and my kids.
The single mother of 3 lost her job as a line cook. Chandler is 2 months behind in rent, and they've been homeless before.
I need my place. I need a roof over my head.
For millions, that roof has fallen in, especially among A recent study shows 61% of Hispanic households have lost a job or income. 44% of black households,
Now
38%
number
of white.
12, the second baseman.
In Tucker, Georgia, this drive-through line keeps Matthew's Cafeteria in business.
65 years. I mean, people have been fired, never laid a person off. We didn't even know how to do it.
Michael Green had to lay off 24 employees. He rehired them with his PPP loan. Do you have any confidence in where you're going to be in
Now batting, number 27,
First time
the
ever
first
done.
baseman.
I just don't know.
Marquee companies also face that uncertainty. Neiman Marcus filed for bankruptcy today. MGM Resorts notified 63,000 employees their furloughs could become layoffs. Chandler had to pawn her daughter Anaya's laptop to feed the family.
She asks me questions that sometimes I don't want to give her the answer to because I don't want to hurt her.
Batting, number 7,
I want her to know
the
that
right field.
Mommy's trying. I'm trying. It's just hard.
Like this restaurant behind me, some major chains are reopening, including Starbucks, Nordstrom's, and Macy's. But it could be months before rehired workers reverse the historic downturn in America's unemployment. Nora?
Mark, thank you. Populous state California is easing its restrictions.
Now
Starting
batting,
tomorrow, some stores will be allowed to
34,
open their doors
field.
as long as customers don't go inside. But unlike in some states, nail salons will remain closed. That's because the governor says community spread in California began in a nail salon. CBS's Carter Evans reports tonight from Los Angeles.
California shop owners are racing to get back to business despite a record 2,600 new COVID-19 cases. At the Wholesale Flower District in Los Angeles, the reopening is just in time for Mother's Day.
That's everything. I mean, we're probably the whole year for a lot of people.
Late this afternoon, California Governor Gavin Newsom detailed his Phase 2 plan, allowing flower shops and bookstores to open, along with curbside pickups at some retailers.
We're moving forward, but we're doing it always with an eye, being led by the data, by the science, by public health.
But some aren't waiting for permission. This mall in Yuba City, north of Sacramento, is already open. And in Dallas today, salon owner Shelley Luther was released early after a judge threw out her 7-day sentence for opening too soon. Frustration with continued restrictions is boiling over. 2 workers at this McDonald's in Oklahoma City were shot after asking customers to leave the closed dining room. Nationwide, 46 states have loosened restrictions, even though the numbers still show COVID cases rising in 28 states.
Are we going to see more people getting sick?
Of course, when you open up the society and if they don't protect themselves, if they don't wear face masks.
Today, drug maker Moderna announced human trials of its COVID-19 vaccine could begin in early summer, a faster timeline. As more states begin to reopen, people are venturing out. Using cell phone data, researchers at the University of Maryland determined 62,000 more out-of-state visitors flocked to Georgia per day the week after restaurants and other businesses were allowed to reopen, a 13% increase from the week before. And late today, Ohio's governor announced indoor dining at restaurants can begin again in 2 weeks. But that is not the case here in California, where it's still takeout only. It could be another month or 2 before restaurants here fully reopen. Nora?
Carter, thank you. The Trump administration, at least 3 major meat processing plants are ramping up production again. Pork plants in Iowa, South Dakota, and Minnesota are back online, despite workers' safety concerns and confusion over federal guidelines. CBS's Dean Reynolds has been following the derailment of the food supply chain, and tonight he takes us inside a plant linked to more than 1,000 cases of coronavirus.
Tyson Foods' biggest pork plant is reopening in Waterloo, Iowa, but its workers are wary.
Everybody's scared. Everybody. I don't know, because I need money.
The company released a video today of what they saw inside. Partitioned stations, spaced seating, and daily temperature checks. But while some companies saw the CDC plant safety guidelines as a roadmap to follow, others noted they were merely recommendations. This South Dakota Smithfield plant, where 800 workers were infected, is also operating, but testing is voluntary. However confusing, the effects of the slowdown in meat production are clear. This meat aisle went from simply fresh to simply empty. And now some officials seem to be blaming the workers, not the plants. Congresswoman Ann Custer says Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar told her and other lawmakers it's the workers' home and social lives that are spreading the virus.
This is really hard for us.
It hurts to hear that, says San Twin, whose mother, a worker at a now operating JBS meatpacking plant in Colorado, caught the virus in March and has been on a ventilator for weeks. No one from JBS has reached out.
Does that make you angry?
Yeah, and it's really sad too, because my mom, she's a really, really hard worker.
Doctors say it's unlikely she will ever see her granddaughter. Dean Reynolds, CBS News, Chicago.
Reversal by the Justice Department in the Russia investigation. Today, the Attorney General told federal prosecutors to drop their case against Michael Flynn, President Trump's first national security advisor. Flynn had pleaded guilty to lying to the FBI and was fired by the president. But after at first cooperating with the Mueller investigation, Flynn changed his tune, and his lawyers, along with conservative media, lobbied for the case to be dropped. But tonight, in a CBS News exclusive, Attorney General William Barr explains his decision to our Catherine Herridge.
In our exclusive interview this afternoon inside the Department of Justice, the Attorney General said he was obligated to drop the charges against the president's former national security advisor.
Our duty, we think, is to dismiss the case.
It's a